Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. I could not be more excited for today's video. I guess you could say this is part 2 to my interior design in film series. And today you guys, we're going to be talking about none other than Practical Magic. Practical Magic was released in the fall of 1998 and it's based on the book of the same name by Alice Hoffman. And today we are here to talk about anyone who's seen the film True Obsession, The House. Everyone's dream house that never was. For what we see on screen, as beautiful and real as it appears, was only a facade and the definition of true movie magic. The beautiful Victorian home we all fell in love with on the screen originally stood in Cookeville Whidbey Island, Washington. I was researching the history behind the build of the house and the story could not be more interesting. The home was designed and built by Roman and Williams, the same design studio that brought you movies such as Duplex, Zoolander, The Caveman's Valentine, and more. It was founded by Stephen Alesk and Robin Standeffer in 2002 as a multidisciplinary architecture and design studio focused on creating buildings and interiors rooted in a modern paradigm of craftsmanship and history. And Practical Magic was actually Robin and Stephen's second movie working with director Griffin Dunne. The house was inspired by a late 19th century scrollwork, East Coast lighthouses, and of course Victorian homes. Robin and Stephen actually built the interiors of the home in Los Angeles, California, and then spent an additional 6 months building the exterior of the house from scratch on San Juan Island in Washington. All of this while landscaping the gardens and grounds, which play a huge part of the movie. I am actually going to link their website in the description box down below for you guys so that you can go ahead and check them out. They have all the projects that they worked on, especially Practical Magic. A fun fact, you guys, is that the house felt so real that after the movie's release, the studio received a call from none other than Barbara Streisand, who said, "Where is that house? I'm interested in buying it." To which Robin had to respond, "It's fictional and unfortunately it's been torn down." For after the movie finalized production, the structure had to be fully taken down and removed from the site. But enough, you guys, with backstory. Let's just get right into it. I want to start talking about the exterior of the home. Starting with the exterior, the home has a beautiful Victorian architecture with a blend of traditional early 20th century homes and East Coast lighthouses. The house is wrapped in detailed wood paneling covered from top to bottom with white paint. The ornamental Victorian details can be spotted through the entire build, followed by the classic roof, wraparound porches, balconies, and of course, a white picket fence. Like I mentioned before, the team behind the house put so much time and effort into the landscaping of the home. The beautiful gardens form such an important part of the storyline of the film, so it was crucial that they got the look down right. It's a mix of bushes and greenery and roses and all kinds of flowers, vines growing up and around the sides of the home. The landscaping and greenery is also prevalent through the backyard gardens, trellises, rose bushes, the greenhouse, which we will talk about, and through most of the rooms in the house. The exterior feels magical and it gives the house the look that it has been there for many, many decades. And it's also a perfect glimpse into what the audience may find if they were to step inside the home. Walking into the house, let's get right into the foyer and the parlor. I believe that the foyer and the parlor, which is right off the entrance, have the most Victorian influence out of any rooms in the house. The drapery, wallpaper, dark wood tones, mix of velvet fabrics, patterns, detailed oriental rugs, ornamental decor elements, and countless candles give these two rooms the perfect witchy feel that the story needs. These two rooms are the perfect transitional spaces between the exterior and the interior of the home and serve as a great way to represent the previous generations of Owen's women who've lived there. The foyer and parlor feel extremely warm and eclectic. They're filled with trinkets and hidden gems, and they're packed to the brim with character and personality. They say that the heart of a house is the kitchen, and in this movie, it's no different. The kitchen is connected through a beautiful wall of built-in cabinetry to a dining area. These two rooms are where we spend most of the time with the Owen sisters. From family history to secret discussions to midnight margaritas, we as an audience spend a great amount of time in the kitchen, seeing the story unravel. The architecture here feels very traditional. From the beams on the ceilings to the tiled backsplash, the room is encapsulated in richness and detail. The built-in cabinetry wraps around the kitchen, painted in beautiful creamy white, with the countless storage and most remarkably, glass-doored cabinetry, which allows us to peek into their displayed decor, plates, cups, and more. I especially love the deep farmhouse-style sink with the built-in plate display that rests right above it. While rewatching the film for this video, I could not stop myself from looking around the entire room trying to pick up on as many details as possible. The kitchen is probably one of my favorite rooms in the entire house. Now, I want to quickly touch up on the layout of the house. Everything feels extremely well thought out and planned out. The rooms feel divided, yet all connected. The layout feels relaxed and gives smooth transitions into each scene. When you're watching the movie, you feel as if you can find your way around the massive house and not get lost. After the movie's release, the house became so popular and so many people desired to live in the house. This led to the studio releasing the official floor plans for the build, handing it to those who may wish to tackle the project of recreating the incredible home for themselves. That is, of course, while making some adjustments as the plans were for a set build and a skeleton house. The interiors are all connected with beautiful dark hardwood floors, detailing on the walls, great molding, and in the center of it all, going up the beautiful lighthouse-style tower, are the stairs, going all the way past the upstairs bedrooms to the very top, where it is said that every year on Halloween night, the Owen sisters perform an act for the town, flying off the roof and into the night. Of course, you can't talk about the iconic interiors of the Practical Magic house without talking about the greenhouse. You could argue that the greenhouse is also the heart of this home, for it is where the magic comes to life. Covered from floor to ceiling in extravagant flora, the greenhouse is home to the Owens family catalog of ingredients for spells and incantations. We spent a lot of time in this room, following the Owen sisters from their childhood spells and potions to their adulthood ways of dealing with the consequences of their actions. This space brings characters together. It's beautiful to look at, and one could get lost in the countless details all around. The plants, herbs, weeds, vines growing up the pillars and onto the glass ceilings, beautiful glass pendant lighting, and wooden work tables. The room is design excellence from top to bottom and is the perfect character representation of the Owens family. There's a reason why so many people are obsessed with this home and why so many people are now being introduced to it. The home feels real, and the characters and the story within it do too. It has a sense of nostalgia and home that is unmatched by any other film. Whether you were captured by its beauty on its original release, whether you watched the film growing up, or whether you are being introduced into this world now, Practical Magic is a movie that continues to intrigue people all around, and a big part of it is its thoughtfulness to its interiors. The way they built the set made it feel real. From the bones of the construction to the detailed set decorating, the Owens home feels like a space you could walk right into, and a space many would love to get the chance to explore in real life. It is that craftsmanship and dedication to true art that cannot be lost in current film. Audiences want to feel like what they're seeing on the big screen is real. And this movie radiates that passion. And I think that's why so many of us fell in love with Practical Magic and have dreamt many times about the beautiful home. Alright everyone, that is going to be it for today's video. I had so much fun making this one for you guys. I love rewatching the film and reading articles about the backstory behind the house. Everything was so interesting, and I hope that you guys learned a little bit in this video and enjoyed watching along as I kind of went into detail about the interiors in Practical Magic. If you guys enjoy this series of interior design in film, do let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to keep this series going, and let me know what kind of movies you would like for me to talk about next. But yes, with nothing else to add, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.